Shalom and welcome to Lesson 5 of Hebrew Bytes. Ivrit La'at La'at. Hebrew slowly, slowly. We'll start with a blessing. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, by whose word with all its letters heaven and earth were formed or made. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שברא את השמיים ואת הארץ בדברו עם כל האותיות. Amen. Well, shalom, welcome back, Talmidim, students of Hebrew. The portion this week, if Cindy, you can put the title up, is Sarah's Life, Chayei Sarah. Chayei Sarah. Now there are a few things you can notice there. The Chai, which we'll be talking about in a while. At the beginning, Chai is life. But I'd like you to look at the Sarah, the name of Sarah, because in Bereshit, we spoke of the shin with the dot on the right-hand arm to indicate it was a sh. And here we see the dot on the left-hand arm of the shin, showing it's a sin. It's got just a s sound. Her name isn't Shara, it's Sarah. Now, Sarah's life is mentioned twice in the first verse, but the portion, the parasha, actually speaks of Sarah's death and burial in Hebron, and it's mentioned in the Bible. In the parasha, later in the text, we also read of the death of Abraham, where it says, "And these are the days of Abraham's life, Chayei Avraham." So you have the same word, Chayei Avraham. Now if we can come back to take a look at that word Chai and Chaim. Here, I'll put them on the tray again. You can see the Chet, which is shaped like a gateway, almost a door frame, Chet. And the two Yuds, Yud, Yud, showing it's a double sound, Chai, and ending with Sofit, Mem Sofit. And the shape of the Mem Sofit is a square. So you have Chaim, Chaim. Like in the toaster, if you say to life, the Chaim. Now, interesting that Chaim has a plural ending. When you see the im, it's showing it's a plural ending. Now, why in Sarah's life and Abraham's life you have Chayei Sarah, or the Chaim of Sarah? The life of Sarah, you would say Chaim shel Sarah. So Chaim, the word life, is actually a plural. And this tells us that life, there are two dimensions to life. That there's a physical realm, if you will, that we work in, and also a spiritual. And if you think of the name of Jerusalem, listen in Hebrew, Yerushalayim. It has the same ending, Ayim, Yerushalayim. And that is to show that this beloved city of God has two dimensions, that we have the physical Jerusalem we can see with our eyes and enjoy and walk around, but there's also the spiritual Jerusalem, and the two together make Yerushalayim, the city of God. So that's all to remember, that the I am is the masculine, it's a masculine ending of a noun. And what does that tell us about Sarah and Abram's lives? That they lived fully, that their lives were fully lived every day on both the physical level and the spiritual. And for someone to be able to do that, you say they are a tzaddik, they live righteous, they are righteous in the eyes of the Lord. So you have a tzaddik, or the plural of tzaddik would be tzaddikim. And we'll be coming across that word again as well. Tzaddikim. So let's look at the dikduk, the grammar. If you have your sheets, we're looking at singular and plural nouns. Now, a singular noun for boy is yeled. Can you hear the e sound there as well? Yeled. And the plural of yeled, boys, yeladim. Notice just the im and how the word changes. Yeled, yeladim. Another masculine noun is shachen. Shachen is a neighbor. And it gets the im ending, shchenim. It also changes form. Shachen, shchenim. We'll be looking at those patterns later, but what's important to notice now is the im ending. House, Byte is masculine. So you say beitim. Again, im at the end. Yeled, yeladim. Shachen, shchenim. Byte, beitim. Now, feminine nouns usually get the ending ot. Im is masculine, ot is feminine. So for a girl, you'd have yalda, yeladot. Here we have on the sheet tefillah, which is a beautiful word. It's has an ah ending. It's feminine. And so the plural prayers would be tefillot. Talit is also feminine. So many prayer shawls are talitot. So that's just a general rule, that the masculine endings are im and the feminine endings are ot. But there is an exception in feminine, which I'd just like to point out now because it will be important coming up soon, that the parts of the body, the limbs and the parts of the face are feminine, but they do have the im endings. So for example, ein, an eye, ein is einaim. So you have two eyes, einaim. Ozen is feminine, two ears, oznaim. Just so you know to look out for that in the future. Einaim, oznaim. Lips, sfatayim. You don't have two noses, so you don't need that. Af is a nose. Einaim, oznaim, sfatayim. And when you have a noun, the adjective that goes together needs to match the noun. So byte, for example, is masculine. So if you say a big house, you'd have byte gadol. If you had a little boy, you'd say yeled katan. If you have eyes, she has pretty eyes. Yesh la einaim yafot. So you'd have the feminine adjective. All right, that's just showing adjectives and nouns match together. Let's look at the names of the patriarchs and matriarchs on your sheet. You have the avot are fathers and imaot are mothers. Remember that word for father, av, and the word for mother, em or ima. That's the affectionate form for av, father, abba, for em, mother, ima. So here we have the avot and the imaot, and there we see Sarah and Avraham. These are the Hebrew pronunciations, so you'll know we'll be using the Hebrew pronunciations very often. So you have Avraham and Sarah, Yitzchak and Rivka. Yitzchak, Isaac. No, just have a look at the letters. See, it begins with the Yud, so it's and the Tzadi. So it's Yitzchak, and Rebecca is Rivka. Rivka. You have Yaakov, Jacob, also a Yud, and an Ayin. Now please look at the list, the words there, and you'll see that the Tzaddik in Yitzchak and the Ayin in Yaakov are very similar. You just need to get to know the difference. So Yaakov and had two wives, as we know, Rachel, and Leah. Rachel there you use the vav, the and, Rachel and Leah, Rachel Leah. All right, we'll go back to the Torah portion quickly. After Sarah dies, Avram sends his servant back to his family in Haran to find a wife for their son Yitzchak. He arrives there, and while he is praying near a well, asking God to help him for Abraham's sake, Rivka comes out to fetch water. And what is water? Mayim. So there we have a word similar to Chaim. We have Mayim with the mem in the front, but the im at the end. Mayim. When he asks her for a drink, she says, drink, shoteh, and I'll water your camels too. And then he knows he's found the match for Yitzchak. Shoteh, notice the word to drink. Same sound as we had before. Holech, kotev, ro'eh, shoteh, drink. Lishtot is the infinitive. Lishtot, to drink. And he drinks, who? Shoteh. So the feminine here, though, shotet would sound funny somehow, so it's shota. He shota. So the masculine plural would be shotim, feminine shotot. So we have shoteh, shota, shotim, shotot for the verb to drink, shoteh. And have a quick look at simple sentence construction, the basic word order in a sentence. We have the subject and the verb. Let's take Avraham as the subject. If you want to put a verb to make a sentence, now you can be practicing sentences this lesson. All right, we have Avraham walks. Avraham holech. If it was Sarah, Sarah holechet. Okay, so that means he is walking or is going. We can say, Isaac is a righteous person. Yitzchak, tzaddik. That's combining the subject, the noun, with an adjective. So Yitzchak, tzaddik. Tzaddik becomes an adjective, saying a righteous person. He is righteous. The righteous Yitzchak. And you can combine in a sentence the subject noun with an adverb. Jacob is in the land. Where is he? Yaakov ba'aretz. Remember, ba, the little ba, is a word in, like bereshit, in the beginning. Yaakov ba'aretz. Jacob is in the land. Now I want you to look at those sentences and notice that there's no Hebrew word, as we have in English, for is, or are, or am, or were. If I say I walk to town, no, that wouldn't work. I am in the house again. For am, there's no word. It's ani b'bayit. So Abraham is walking, Abraham holech. Isaac is righteous, Yitzchak tzaddik. Jacob's in the land, Yaakov ba'aretz. That is an interesting one. Oh, here's some sentences down. I am in the land, ani ba'aretz. He is leaving today, hu holech hayom. She is from Jerusalem, he mi Yerushalayim. The students are studying, hatalmidim lomdim. So there's no word in Hebrew for is, am, and are, etc. Well, our parasha ends happily with a marriage between Yitzchak and Rivka, which, as with every Brit, remember the word Brit, godly covenant, is intended for life and blessing. Shalom Bytes, peace in the home. Right, let's finish quickly and look at the vocabulary and practice these when you can. Remember to practice going over your alphabet, the letters. We're doing many letters now, Aleph, Bet, Hey, Chet, Yud. See where they all fit together. We will be doing some vocabulary, some Aleph, Bet soon. So practice and learn what you can. And your verb charts or feet letters, do as much as you can on your own that you can bring to the lessons that we have together. Vocabulary today. Boy, yeled. Girl, yalda. There you see the a feminine ending. If it was man, it would be ish. Woman, isha. Boy, yeled. Girl, yalda. I, remember ein. Two eyes, einayim. Prayer, tefillah. Beautiful word, tefillah. Neighbor is masculine, singular, shachen. Plural, shchenim. Students, talmidim. Atem, you are talmidim. One student, talmid. Girl student, talmidah. Study, there's our word, lomed. Who lomed? He, she, lomed. We, lomdim. Only girls, lomdot. So there's our vocabulary and lesson finished for today. So I say shalom, shalom, mi Yerushalayim.